Hello and welcome to another month of the Single Cast Club. Welcome to our new members as always, and hello to our existing ones. Got a couple of absolute bangers this month. I think they're really exciting. Really chuffed with these. So the first one we've got new guys, Dram 1, Dram 2, and the first dram we have this month is from Morrison Distillers. This is from the Carmore Strictly Limited range. So this dram is a Pulteney. So Pulteney Distillery, home of the old Pulteney dram. Which are actually the oldest stills in Scotland, which is really cool. They've got a really massive boil bulb, it's always kind of as wide as the base. They've got a very flat top of the stills, and then you use a purifying pipe and a really kind of convoluted line arm, which really increases, kind of maximizes the reflux within the distillation, or within the charge. And then they've got a purifier as well to it, with the purifier pipe. What that does, it adds like a real oiliness to the dram, and it really kind of creates that character. And then condensing is done through really cold worm tubs, which adds weight, kind of heavy, leathery, kind of oiliness to it, and then a touch of a real fragrance, which I really think you see within this. So this one, yeah, distilled in 2011. This is bottled in 2023 from some first filled bourbon barrels. So there's an outrun of 1,182 bottles. And of all of the Carmore Strictly Limited stuff, it's all bottled at 47.5%. So I think, first of all, the nose on this is just like salted butterscotch. You get that real kind of maritime style. Up in Wick is where Pulteney is, if you didn't know that. So you kind of get that, I think, kind of salted butterscotch from that first filled bourbon barrel, and kind of the seaside influence on there. But then there's a lot of kind of vanilla through that as well. And you're starting to kind of, I feel like you can almost feel the weight from the barrel and the spirit within this as well. So, have a try. Cheers. It's like super savory, like then kind of orange marmalade. First of all, this real citriness to it, almost like a bite of green apple as well. Moving straight to kind of a lovely sweet, more citrusy style finish. And it's really got that kind of heavy leatheriness to it as well, that you can really see that's carried forward on this. I think first fill bourbons like this are fantastic. Really allows the main character of the spirit to come through. Yeah, it's just allows that character to come through, but it's still got all this sweetness on the backbone that just really marries those two flavors together. I think that's a bit of a whopper to start off with. Really cool. Don't see a lot of Pulteney in small batch stuff. So yeah, dram number one is a Carmore Pulteney from 2011. Be right back and we'll get dram two. So hope everyone enjoyed that. Dram 2 this month is the first time we've ever included a Little Brown Dog bottling in our Single Cast Club. So this is a Little Brown Dog, not far from us, independent bottlers doing some really cool stuff. I know some of you guys had the Port Charlotte things and whatnot, and there was the Cameron Bridge that came out as well, 1992 Cameron Bridge, was an absolute banger. So we don't get an awful lot of this, so I thought the best way to do it, split it up, get lots of people to drink it. So yeah, this is a Ben Rinnes. So Ben Rinnes is like high demand blending whiskey. So they've got like no frontline malt there as well. They use a kind of triple distillation process to really create meat and weight, kind of the same as Pulteney do. They also use worm tubs as well, but then they use really cold worm tubs, and that adds this real weight and kind of meat for it, which just makes it so good for sherry. So this one was distilled in 2012, bottled 2023. 10, 11 years old, and that's from a refilled Oloroso sherry hogshead, bottled at natural cask strength of 55.4%. So try it as it is, but then get some water in there as well. I found that writing tasting notes and whatnot, that the water really opened it up. But for this, I'm going back to just straight cask strength, because I think it's got so much kind of delicacy from the sherry that really, it's one of those ones that really just allows you to enjoy at cask strength. So yeah, refill Oloroso sherry, 55.4%. So have a little taste of that. Well, on the nose, first of all, it's like stewed strawberries and like cedarwood. There's a real kind of American kind of tannin oakness to that. But then there's a kind of real classic creamy custardiness to it as well. All right, so we give that a try. Cheers. First of all, it's just that weight that really strikes me. It's that big heavy front note, but then it's the spice from the booze, and then it's just super creamy. It's like, yeah, dried tropical fruits. The guys say Cluny dumpling is one of their tasting notes, and red strawberry laces kind of thing. I think that really carries through as well. It's got that kind of real grace, but real oomph behind it as well. And then chew through that, it's amazing. The finish, it's got a bit of kind of pink peppercorn, I'd almost go for. Almost cinnamon, and it's got this lovely kind of floral aromaticness to it, almost kind of lavender jasmine style. But then coming back to that oak, it's got that cedar kind of character, it really just bookends that perfectly. I think that's absolutely lovely. So yeah, that's the Little Brown Dog single cask Ben Rinnes cask strength. So yeah, hope everyone enjoys them, and we shall see you next month. Cheerio.